So apparently the Catholic Church is against IVF, in vitro fertilization of any kind, especially fertility clinics. There was a fertility clinic going to open up in a town, and the Catholics protested it. Now, because the Catholics are against it, nobody else should be allowed to have it. Women that can't get pregnant by normal means should just keep trying. Now, the Catholic Church, no, headed by people that don't have sex, is obviously the best people to go to when it comes to regulating sex. And there's more and more of these crazy rules and stuff. Ignoring abortion for the moment, but, the Catholic Church won't allow contraceptives even though 99% of Catholics that have sex use condoms and contraceptives. You know, they won't allow semen collecting for testing or anything unless it's collected through natural sex. And you have special condoms that they can have sex with, and the semen is collected at the end of the condom. But they go to the extreme, some of them, of requiring the end of the condom to have a hole in it, so that there's still a chance that a woman can get pregnant, even though that's going to ruin the testing. And this cannot be used for in vitro fertilization, only to test the male's sperm. It's just getting insane. They want to set up all these rules that are ludicrous, have no real point to them. All these insane rules about how you can have sex, when you can have sex, where you can have sex, when you can't have sex, how you can get pregnant, how you can't get pregnant. They want to rule every bit of someone's sex life. How long is it going to be before you're required to have sex in front of a priest so he can make sure you're doing it in the proper position? You can't be doing it anything usual. No kinky stuff. How long before they ban all forms of sex outside of trying to get pregnant? How long before, having sex outside of marriage? Homosexuality will become against the law again. They already seem so stuck up on it, and they seem to be encroaching more and more on other people's rights about sex. It's not that ignoring the fact that they're completely oblivious to what Catholics want. What gives them the right to protest about how everyone else is going to have sex? Or what form? Where? Can anybody explain this to me? Because it's kind of ridiculous. The Catholics seem more obsessed about sex than many of the people they accuse of being obsessed. I don't know. Give me your thoughts, comment below. I'd like to know what you guys think of this kind of stuff. Do you think it's going too far? How far do you think we'll go? Let me know. I'd also like to hear from the Catholics. Do you guys agree with all this stuff? Even though many of you, apparently disagree with these things? What do you guys think?